boxing is dying. The fights are boring, the big names won't risk their all, and the biggest matchups never happen. Promoters battle in boardrooms while fans get robbed of super fights. But right now, one man is flipping the script entirely. Saudi royal, who walked into boxing's broken system, started forcing the fights we've begged for. The results: Fury Usyk, Joshua Dubois, Conor Benn v Eubank Jr., just to name a few. A shockwave through the sport. This is how boxing's unexpected savior is doing what Floyd Mayweather era made impossible. Boxing's dark age. Let me tell you how boxing hit rock bottom. 5 years ago, fans missed Wilder versus Joshua because Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman refused to talk. Crawford and Spence took half a decade to fight. Canelo avoided Benavidez while fighting empty cans instead. The sport became about protecting undefeated records at all costs. Floyd Mayweather's safety-first blueprint taken to extremes. Remember when boxing was must-see TV? Tyson's biting ears, Hagler versus Hearns. Now we have 12 rounds of jab, jab, grab. Tom and Jerry around the ring.
Smart. He's fighting in the rope, similar to Mayweather, and he's going around, similar to Tom and Jerry. Sometimes. This is the boxing. It is the sweet science, right? It is crazy to be in front the another fighter all the time. I know, I understand, but it is something boring and something you don't want to see.
ESPN dropped Top Rank's contract after ratings tanked 37% in 3 years. The Zone lost $100 million trying to make streaming work. The promoters became the problem. Bob Arum at Top Rank wouldn't work with PBC. Oscar's Golden Boy feuded with everyone. They'd rather milk hometown fighters in soft matchups than risk a loss. Boxing structure forces. No central league, just fragmented promoters guarding their cash cows. Worst part? Fans knew these big fights could happen. Wilder's team had $50 million for Joshua in 2018. Deal collapsed over contractual issues nobody cares about. Then there's the catchweight disease. Fighters demanding advantages before even stepping in the ring. Canelo made Plant come down in weight. Charlo moved up 2 divisions to fight Canelo. In the past, 3 fights at their natural weight. Now it's 47 negotiations before anyone even throws a punch. People were saying things such as boxing is the only sport where the best avoid the best. And that is true. The Mayweather effects changed everything. After Mayweather's 15-year run, boxers realized you could get rich fighting carefully selected opponents. Why would you risk your record against killers when you can fight 20 mid-tier guys instead? Even heavyweights started doing it. Joshua fought 3 tune-ups before losing to Usyk. Undercards became embarrassing too. Remember when you'd sit and watch a card and you'd get there way before the main card? That wasn't the case anymore. And then you have the likes of Jake Paul, who started outboxing actual pros. The sport turned into a content farm. Fake beefs, YouTube fights, everything except the matchups we wanted. Better markets reflected this. Odds for major fights got tighter because nobody took risks anymore. At its lowest point, boxing became predictable.
I want to tell you an example and surprise. I am thinking me and him to doing him against Joshua now.
But Joshua's gonna kill him. Come on, Turkey. That's like
That's
doing,
his-
that's like
Oh,
doing
okay,
Joshua and Ngannou.
okay.
That's like he's gonna kill
I
that
want to
man.
tell you something. No. Joshua, if he destroy him, it will be good for me. The handicap Joshua is
What
finished.
about
Okay.
this?
Champions held belts hostage for years without defending them. Fans started even switching to UFC, where Dana White actually booked fights fans actually wanted to see. Boxing needs someone with power to break the cycle, someone who didn't care about the politics. Enter Turki Alalshikh, the game changer nobody saw coming. Who is Turki Alalshikh? He's my uncle. Just an extremely quick one here. As you can see on my channel here, I have less than 100 subscribers, and you'll be able to see over the past few videos I'm really putting everything into this. Look, I'm not asking you to feel sorry for me, start playing violins or any of that. All I'm asking for is a simple subscribe. If you subscribe to somebody with 5,500,000, Mr. Beast or someone like that, a subscribe, a like, or whatever, doesn't really mean much to them. It's a drop in the ocean barely. But for me, this will mean everything. 1 subscriber, 1 like, 1 share, 1 comment. Any of this would do more for me than you'll ever know. It's the easiest favor you could ever do for anyone. I would really appreciate that if you did that. You don't have to comment, if you at very least like the video and subscribe. There's more of this coming. Come on, back to the video. So who is this guy crashing boxing's broken party? Turki Alalshikh isn't just some random billionaire. He's a Saudi royal with actual power. The man worked his way up through security and government roles before landing as chairman Saudi Arabia General Entertainment Authority. The man worked his way up through security and government roles before landing as chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority. That's the group pouring money into sports to put the country on the map. And boxing became his pet project. Think a royal wouldn't care about a sport full of bruised egos and greedy promoters, but Alalshikh is just a fan like any of us. He saw boxing's mess as an opportunity. Riyadh season, Saudi Arabia's big entertainment push, became his weapon. While other countries debated arena deals, he just wrote checks. No bidding wars, no network politics, just here's the money, make the fight happen. Simple. His first moves were smart. He didn't try to take boxing overnight. He started with Fury versus Ngannou, proving that Saudi could host big fights, and he invited out all the stars, including Cristiano Ronaldo, Conor McGregor, and many others. Eddie Hearn said working with him was refreshing. No games, no delays. Even bitter rivals like Arum and Heyman started dealing directly through him, because unlike promoters, Alalshikh didn't need boxing to survive. That's what made him dangerous. He could ignore the politics and just book fights fans actually wanted. I've been watching boxing for a while. You know the likes of Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren didn't get along at all, but Mr. Alalshikh, the hero, made that happen. It's the fight boxing owes after years of trash. And then we saw the Fury Usyk. The fight had been stalled for years because of broadcaster deals and promoters' deals. Alalshikh forced it by offering both guys career high paydays and the crown of undisputed, and where we've not had an undisputed champion for 20 years. Shame on you, Vladimir Klitschko. When the fight finally got announced, the boxing fans lost their mind. The full fight dropped in 4K just 2 days later, something HBO Showtime would have taken 6 months or so to do. One fan even commented, "Turkey, thank you, sir. You've saved boxing." Another said the fact that he uploads the pay-per-view so fast and in 4K is amazing. Now, going back to Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, he made a Queensberry vs Matchroom 5v5. This is something we've never seen in boxing before. He made Frank Warren and Eddie Hearn, two promoters who hated each other before, put their best fighters in the same ring. That would have never happened otherwise. The crowd at Wembley for Joshua Dubois and the fans straight up thanked Turki Alalshikh for making these amazing fights happen. Now here's the thing, Alalshikh just isn't booking fights, he's proving promoters wrong. They said fans didn't care about heavyweights anymore. Then Fury Usyk sold out in hours. They said crossover fights were gimmicks and Joshua flatlined Ngannou. Every time he makes one of these fights happens, it chips away at boxing's broken system. He's the greatest thing that happened to modern boxing. And he's just getting started. Turki Alalshikh isn't just making fights, he's rebuilding boxing's entire system. His new league backed by TKO and Dana White aims to operate like the UFC. Instead of promoters fighting over dates and networks, Alalshikh wants a central structure where fighters compete regularly. He says it's not about replacing promoters, but adding options.
There is small things also. I said to you the Times Square in the 2nd of May, and there is small cards in the end of June in Alcatraz jail in San Francisco, and maybe me and
That's great.
maybe me and Dana keep some promoter there.
Okay,
in the jail after the event.
Okay, all right.
Traditional promoters aren't happy. They've spent decades controlling the sport through exclusive deals. Alalshikh bypasses that by offering fighters consistent opportunities regardless of losses. The changes go deeper. Alalshikh is killing the pay-per-view model, making fights free on DAZN to combat piracy. And that's the best thing any boxing fan can hear right now. I mean, yeah, because I've paid for loads of pay-per-views. Yeah.
If we build the base of the zone, this idea is to try this models for 1 year in the zone and see the effect. If the people like it, we will complete and do it more and more. And when
And now we have Canelo versus Crawford booked. Will be free on Netflix. This is how you get fans on board, and this is how you attract new fans. Fix boxing without destroying its ecosystem. If it works, the sport might finally have a future. In conclusion, boxing might finally be back on track. Turki Alalshikh proved whatever fight fans want, that can happen. Without years of negotiations or catchweight nonsense, his next move's Canelo versus Crawford, possibly in December, even a wild Alcatraz fight in 2026. Mental. That's the difference now. Someone actually booking dream matchups instead of talking about them. The Netflix deal for Canelo vs Crawford made boxing mainstream again. More fights, less politics, simple. After years of frustration, boxing is back. Finally. Thank you, Turki Alalshikh.